Gemini, hey, it's Yin. So I'm going to be doing this reading for October. Keep in mind how I consider the signs. We have all access to all of the signs, you know, not just your sun sign. You can use your birth chart as a reference, but especially when it comes to my videos, watch the videos that resonate with you the most, okay? And also keep in mind it's Libra season, and the new moon is coming up for Libra as well. It might be the new moon might already be here by the time these videos come out. So keep in mind how that affects us as well. I'm going to lay out the general reading and go along, and then I'll be using clarifiers as well to get more detail. All right, what's going on for Gemini? Immediately, the Queen of Swords, okay? Could be a female air sign, all right? Doesn't have to be you, but hey. It's she's my ice queen. I consider her my ice queen. She's all about her facts. Sometimes she struggles with dealing with emotions or being sympathetic to other people's emotions, especially if she feels like the facts or logic is more important. Let's see, where did y'all just come from? Okay, the Four of Cups, an offer that you might not be seeing or might not like. So I'm assuming maybe tapping into the Queen of Swords energy means that you might have had to consider your logic instead of your emotions, because Four of Cups is more about emotions, and you're not coming from an offer that wasn't emotionally satisfying. Okay, what's crowning the thoughts? Empress mode, Queen mode, nurturing. Some of y'all could be worried about a decision when it comes to y'all children or having a child if you don't have a child yet. Children could be a factor. Let me keep going because I have a few options here, but the more I go, the more it will get down to the nitty gritty. What's a challenge for Gemini? The Hierophant. Okay, so for this to be a challenge, this is more about commitment, and it doesn't have to be marriage. It could be marriage, especially with that Empress here, because that's like mother-wife energy. Mind you, the Empress is the queen of all queens, so you'll be tapped into the sword energy, which is logic and communication. But this is the goal here, the Empress, right? The queen of all the queens, all four of the queens. And the Hierophant is, like I said, about that commitment, making a commitment. This could be to a person. This could be to a decision. This could be to yourself. It really depends. What's in your environment at this time? The Emperor. Okay. So we got our match. See them? The Empress and the Emperor. Could be in your environment. You might be feeling more and like the Emperor rather than the Empress. Mind you, I talk about masculine and feminine as energy, not as gender. So it doesn't matter what gender you are. It could be an emperor around you that you're considering trying to commit to, but having a really difficult time. Maybe not so much him, but maybe the kind of actions it will take for an empress and an emperor to get together. Also, from what I'm getting from this is how I just said, you might have to be more like an emperor, meaning more like a leader and less nurturing, hence really needing to tap into this Queen of Swords. Kind of like this is like boss energy versus this is more about, it's boss energy too, but it's more about being nurturing, about creating, and this is about taking action. So it's like I want to be able to create. I'm thinking of all the things I need to create in order to take action, and I need to focus on my logic rather than my emotions to do so. What's coming up? The Hermit. Okay, so introspection. What I think of the Hermit card, I think of Virgo energy. So you might be dealing with a Virgo, or you might have Virgo placements, or dealing with Virgo energy at this time, but really it's giving me introspection. It's about really looking deep within, into the darkness of oneself, which it can feel like darkness, but really that's all of our potential, all of our fears, all of our dreams, it's everything. You know what I mean? When everything is black, it's like everything could be. And I see you really looking deep inside, trying to make a decision. Clearly, it's a decision to me. Yeah, I got the Five of Swords at the bottom of the deck. This could be either mind games that you might be having to go back and forth with somebody, some tit for tat. It could be just overthinking when it comes to yourself and having, you know what I'm feeling off the bat? I'm feeling like it's giving I need to make this decision for myself, and I will also want another person to be involved, but to consider them is really complicated. It's like, or if you have children, like I really want to do this, but I have to consider my kids, you know? We'll know as we keep going. It feels very vague right now, so I'm hoping I get some answers as we clarify. What's hiding from Gemini at this time? Okay, Queen of Pentacles. So we got the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. This is about stability, the fulfillment of stability and security. So maybe that's what's needed. So right now you're in Queen of Swords energy. That's air energy. That's communication. Queen of Pentacles is more about earth. It's about being grounded. It's about making sure your coin is up. So that's the focus before making a decision. What's the strength of Gemini at this time? King of Swords. So there's a match here. So what I'm getting, because I do see a partnership here, but for what I'm getting right off the bat with this Queen and King, it's giving very, how do you say, like an upgrade, like a boss up. It's like this is the fulfillment of an energy and this is the mastering of it. Really mastering your thoughts and how you communicate and how you make decisions, logical decisions. And being able to do so appropriately, as well as considering your emotions and your stability, versus the Queen tends to cut all that out and just go for the logic, which is like, okay, that's cool, but you need more. You know what I mean? Especially for Empress mode, right? Or Emperor mode. What's the spiritual guidance for Gemini? Ooh, got 2 out. Okay, 9 of Swords. This is anxiety, sleepless nights, stress. And then we got the 4 of Swords, which is healing. Take the 4 from the 9, that is the 5 of Swords, that mind games and that kind of mental anguish that one has. For this to be in the spiritual guidance, I feel like you have to really look into your emotions because they're trying to tell you something. You know how they say emotions are trying to tell us something. If you're feeling anxious about making a decision or about people, then maybe what you really need to do is tap in and find out, where is that coming from? Where did that come from? Is it from now? Is it reflective of something that happened in the past, and that's why you're having a difficulty committing to someone or something at this time due to some pain that has happened? I think it's time to assess that. Hence the Hermit mode, going deep within. You see the darkness of these cards? What's the most probable outcome for the Gemini energy at this time? The Moon. Okay, the Moon is about hiding, illusions. It could be about secrets, versus the Sun, which is things coming to light, right? Again, it's with this energy. I feel like there's going to be a little bit more. I see you guys, it's either one or the other. Succumbing to one's feelings or really closing them out and becoming cold to them, or maybe others' people's. Let's clarify. I have 4 of Pentacles in the bottom of the deck, which is holding back. Could be about saving money as well. Let's see. Because right now it's not feeling too much like love. I mean, this could involve a loved one or a romantic partner, but I feel like it's about what you guys might be building together if this involves someone else. If this does not involve someone else, which I'm not feeling too much. I'm feeling like this, I have 2 pairs here. But if this is not, this has a lot to do with how you at least are collaborating with others. Let me clarify the 4 of Cups over here in the past and that offer. Clarify the 4 of Cups, please. Okay, 2 of Wands, being at a crossroad. This could have a lot to do with travel or a direction that you want to take. All right, so you have 2 directions. You're at the crossroads when it comes to making a decision on what you want to do. Okay, the Queen of Swords, clarify that. Oop, too many fell out. Clarify the Queen of Swords for the Gemini energy, please. That 5 of Swords, getting really stuck in your head. You know, it's like no matter what you do, there's consequences, right? Or it feels like there might be consequences. But you would know best. The smarts are there. But you also got to consider how things make you feel. You know? There's a reason why you're feeling this kind of 9 of Swords, anxious, and feeling the wounded energy. Also, with the 9 of Swords, by the way, the 9 of Swords is the 4 of Swords. It's kind of like being anxious about preparing for something. And it's like, I got to go this way and I got to go that way. This could happen here if I go this way, but this can happen here if I go that way. It's either there's both could have positives or both could have negatives. Let's clarify the Hierophant here, the challenge, which is the commitment. Because whatever this is, you got to commit. 8 of Pentacles. So whatever it is, seems like you got to bust your ass to kind of get into it. So I see why the decision must be difficult, because it's like whatever you choose, you're going to be putting a lot of effort, consistent effort into it. So you don't want to invest in something that doesn't go into anything. Let's clarify that Empress up top. That's crowning your thoughts. The King of Cups. Okay. Now that's definitely feeling like somebody else. I also feel like if this is you, because I'm feeling half and half. So put it where it resonates, right? And where it doesn't, just leave it where it's at. If this is you, I feel like there is a huge concern in your thoughts about being able to master your emotions. I'm going to say right now, there's nothing wrong with your emotions. Especially if you're feeling really emotional and trying to get into this Queen of Swords, very logical energy here, you do need your emotions. You need to master them, not shut them out. If this is somebody else, I feel like this has to do with the nurturing of that person. You care a lot about this person. This person could be emotional, could be a male, doesn't have to be. But this person is very emotional and probably very in tune with their emotions, versus you might not be as so. So again, when it comes to the consideration of having to be considerate of others, when it comes to the decision that you're making and busting your ass, when it comes to this person, I feel like they're definitely involved in that decision making and you want to nurture them, but also it's causing a little bit of a challenge. Let me get the Emperor and the environment here. Okay, the Hangman. This is about waiting for the right time. For me, it's about like cocooning. It could also be a martyr, something that you might have had sacrificed. For some of you, you might have normally felt like it's easy for you to just make a quick decision and not having to worry about the consequences, especially with dealing with somebody else. But it's like, now I really care about somebody. I'm considering them. I want them in my future. I want to consider them when it comes to every action I take because I want them a part of this. I see them a part of this. So it takes a little bit more waiting versus if you're just by yourself. It's like, I'm just going to go for it. Screw it. It's like you need a lot more preparation. And I think that a lot of the preparation, yes, is it hands-on, especially with the Queen of Pentacles here. It has to be more, you have to be more sturdy, right? You have to be more secure in your decision making. You might need a little bit more money, especially when it comes to a move and having to move with somebody else. You got to make sure your money good or their money's good. This is very heavy. Let me get the Hermit for the introspection here and what's coming up. Really digging deep inside. Four of Pentacles, yeah. I feel like for some of you, there's a nature here. See, Geminis are really friendly, right? Geminis are really friendly. They can be, they're called, the devil, but there's also an angel side, because Gemini has the two, the two faces. And I feel like as much as you could be friendly and considerate and loving and giving, you could also really hold back anything that might make you feel vulnerable or unstable, especially if you were not sure. I think it's time for you to really dig deep, or I feel like the moment is going to come up where you're going to have to really dig deep and decide how you feel when it comes to whoever or whatever you're committing yourself to. Do they make you feel vulnerable? Do they make you feel insecure? Do they make you feel, unstable? Do you feel like your decisions will be easier? Why? Is it valid why you feel like that? Or is it because of other deeper fears that you might have? I want to clarify this Queen of Pentacles that's in your hidden energy. Okay, the heartbreak. Yeah, I feel like this is all about just being vulnerable. The Three of Swords is heartbreak and pain, things that you might have been through, not being able to be vulnerable. Maybe you have not been able to be vulnerable in the past or growing up or with other people and relationships, or maybe you invested your time in something before and it didn't work out and it cost a lot to you mentally and emotionally. And I feel like that's what's hiding when it comes to your decision, It's really time to go deep and look at any skeletons you might have in your closet. And I'm not talking skeletons in your closet in terms of actions. I'm talking about things that we put in the closet and it collects dust because we don't feel like looking at them because it caused us this much strife. It might feel like we might be reliving it, or we might not want to address it. Because I feel like if you are feeling this way, you probably feel like for all this time you've had good reason to. But now that it is time to really commit and blend in with someone, that's what it's feeling like. It's feeling like working with somebody, whoever you are working with, whether it's in love or friendship or anything like that. There's a fear here that does seem validated on your past, but it's not necessary anymore. So it's time to address that way you can continue where there isn't any sabotage energy in the choices that you make, which I obviously feel like you're aware of that as well. Like, I don't want to sabotage this because of this because of my emotions. Let me see your strength with the King of Swords. Okay, I got 2 cards. There it goes, that 4 of Cups, which is that energy I was telling you about earlier, about an offer coming in and might not be interested or might not want it. Or you see she's looking back at the past to all those cups that are empty, and she has little faith in this cup that's coming in. And the Knight of Pentacles is something solid, slow, and consistent. It seems like you have time. Whatever this decision is, it seems like you have time. And if you don't have time, that means you're very capable of making this decision, because it's been so much time. You've grown so much to be able to master how you're able to read things, see things, read people, read. If this is about money, you know how to deal with money a lot better. If this is about people, you know how to, navigate people a lot better, where you don't fall for the okie doke or get hurt like you did in the past. So it's either you got a lot of time, or the time is now, and you need to trust that you will make the right decision. Because it seems like whatever obstacle it is, it's completely mental. It's completely in your head. Well, not in your head like that. I don't mean to say it like that. Just, it's based off of you, and if you're ready, you have to be ready. The spiritual guidance, the 9 of Swords and the 4 of Swords. Let's clarify it. Okay, Page of Swords. This is about learning. This is learning something new. This also could be a message. I feel like with this Page of Swords and this being your spiritual guidance, I think it's time to relearn. Or not relearn, because I feel like you've learned a lot. I think it's time to apply it now differently. It's like you've learned so much about how to avoid the bullshit when it comes to losing money, when it comes to dealing with people who are wasting your time, when it comes to anybody wasting your time. You know that very well, but now you have to apply it differently. Let me get one more. It's time to use your newfound lessons and your newfound experiences, not to be so cold, but to apply it into your healing, so you don't have to worry as hard, and trust not just your not your logic, because your logic is down pat, but it's other parts of you. Like the parts that make you feel stable and secure, as well as the emotional parts of you. Especially if this is you up here as the King of Cups. It's about mastering your emotions now. You've mastered the logic. You've mastered your thought. You've mastered how to communicate, or if you're on your way to that. Now it's about how to utilize it in terms of your emotions as well. Because we have all of these: earth, fire, air, and water, right? And some of us master one or a couple at a time, but it really speaks of trying to align all of it into one, which is Emperor and Empress energy. Let me see what's coming up for you with this moon. Can you see it? It's way over here. What's going on with this moon energy with the most probable outcome? Okay, I got 8 of Wands in reverse. Something happening at a standstill. Yeah, I feel like a lot of you guys may make something stall or not communicate because of your emotions. And I say, don't do that just extremely, but take your time into figuring out your emotions and where they are stemming from. What is the source from it? Let me get one more on that. 8 of Cups, walking away. So we got 2 8s here. The opportunity might walk away. I feel like you guys are going to be missing an opportunity, a brand new beginning when it comes to someone or something, because you're overthinking it, if I'm being honest. So for some of y'all, there is little time. I think it's little time is because you already know that you're very capable of making the right decision. Whatever this decision is. Get one more overall. 7 of Pentacles. I feel like you've invested a lot into something and feeling secure about making your decisions. And I think the time has come where an offer is showing up for you to be able to just kind of be aligned with everything else emotionally, especially a person. I've been trying not to keep it on a person, but it feels like if it's not a person, it's about people, and that's why, because it's about people in general. It's about trusting people. It's about collaborating with people, working with people, being able to accept help from people. Y'all need to accept help, and y'all don't want to because of something that happened in the past where you were left shit out of luck. For some of y'all, like I said, take whatever resonates, but I'm feeling that heavy. Got 10 of Swords. It put y'all through a lot with the 10 of Swords, and y'all been pulling swords out of your back. Because that's originally what the Ten of Swords is. It's 10 swords in the back of somebody laying down. They can't take it anymore. And y'all been through a lot. But that time is over now. And if you balance your emotions and if you trust your logic and everything that you've been has learned and taught, you can be able to trust not just other people, because that's not the point. It's about being able to trust yourself and your emotions when they tell you something and them not going from one extreme to the other. You get some tea leaves on here. Okay, we got a few. Box, you will receive a gift. Yeah, to offer. I swear it's some kind of help or something too. Especially if you got a goal here in mind. Younger man, dealings or relationship with a younger man. If y'all experience... I'm getting two messages. This could be about a child, the younger man, or this could be about someone who is a significant other or could be a significant other, who's trying to offer you help, who's trying to offer love, who's trying to offer, you know what I mean, a mode of action, probably to an original goal that you have. And you're definitely second guessing whether they are capable. But again, that is more so about how you perceive help because of the past. Eagle, triumph over troubles and obstacles. So you're gonna get there. You're gonna get there either way, whether the offer goes away or not. Because I did say it was possible that the opportunity, you might walk away from that offer, this gift here. You're going to succeed regardless. Woman, dealings or relationship with a woman. Let me get some more. One of these, either the younger man or the woman, or both, is from the past is the reason why you're like this. I'm feeling like it's a woman in your past for a lot of you guys. Or there's a woman who's telling you you can't trust him, you can't trust them, you can't trust her, you can't trust nobody. And it's like, yeah, you can. Don't listen to her. Don't listen to him. Don't listen to... Well, family wishes come true. I was feeling like this has to do with family matters and having a goal when it comes to family, especially if y'all trying to, you know what I'm saying, take your family to the next level, especially if you got kids. Unsuccessful outcome to a problem. I've been through it before. Also, with the broken bridge and a well again, remember I was talking about having things in the closet all dusty. Reminds me of that, digging deep into that well to find gold, to find coins. And the broken bridge being something that... Oh, the broken bridge. I feel like y'all might burn a bridge with someone. Or it's a potential that you might burn this bridge with a broken bridge here. Like that was something somebody gave you an okay to cross. In terms of help or in terms of something, opportunity, some kind. But you guys are very distrustful. For obvious reasons. Weeping willow, family sorrow. I swear, it's like you went through something with family before, or tried to trust somebody with your family before and it didn't work out, or there's been through a lot of BS, so you kind of want to burn the bridge because every time somebody crossed the bridge to get to you, they want to hurt you. Let me get a couple more. Rabbit, too much concern with sexual matters and the throne, position of authority. Some of you guys do not want to be left vulnerable with this throne. I'd rather sit in the throne. I don't want no help. I want to do it all by myself. Every time I get help, I get effed over. Cup, you should accept valid criticism. Some of y'all might have been criticized in terms of, well, you can't do this against this. And it's like, what do you mean? I could definitely do that. Can't be trying to get in my pants. Let me get one more for that rabbit. News, it's on the way. Somebody's coming. Whoever this is who wants to help you is on their way soon. And I feel like whoever this is, the authority, it might feel like they're trying to take authority over you. It might feel like that, especially if you're going through what I said and things happen in the past and shit. It might feel like, whoa, you're trying to take over. And that's not that easy. And it's like, dude, relax. Like, it's not like that. They're not trying to power over you. They're just trying to help. And it might seem like that because you have to give up, you have to experience a little bit of vulnerability in order for them to help you. Okay. I got April at the bottom of the deck. If that is significant to you, it could be around April, around springtime. Also, with me looking at the flowers here with April, it's like you blooming. You know how a flower is like closed up and then it blooms open? Like it's time to open up, I think. It's time to accept the help. It is not a criticism like a critique against you. It's to help you. Like, they're on your side. They're on your team. Let's get some angel cards and then we'll be done here. The Priestess. How are you being called to step up and lead? You know, sometimes when it comes to leading, you know, every good leader knows who's in their corner to help them, and it is not threatened. They're not threatened by their throne. You don't have to give up your throne in order to accept help. Kings and queens get help all the time, and they still kings and queens. You would know what's best. You have the executive decision, you know? So trust if somebody's giving you advice. You don't have to take it. You can take it with a grain of salt. You can take the whole bag of salt. It's up to you. Okay, your guidance is divinely guided. So that means, especially if you are a believer of spirit, of a religion of some kind, if you believe in the universe, that this is more than just somebody coming in and helping. This was sent to you, or you manifested it. You actually manifested this help. Like, I need help. I'm got tired. I don't want to do it on my own. Break the chain. Ancestral patterns. Healing. Rewriting the future. So this could be patterns from your family or your old patterns, your old life, you know what I mean, of not accepting help because of things that have happened to you, or people saying you can't accept help. You got to do it on your own. And it's like, you break that pattern, because it's not going to be like before. Don't burn this bridge. One more, please. Oop, got two. Transformation. Things are changing at a cellular level. Deep healing. That's what I mean. Healing from the past and the bullshit it's done put you through. As well as, like I said, transformation when it comes to your new life. Your new life, you don't have to do everything on your own. So whether this is romantic, whether this is a friendship, whether this is somebody at work, whether it's you have an ally here. There's someone in your corner. And then dance with life. Do something to change your energy. Again, same thing. You've been doing the same thing all on your own. You don't have to. And then at the bottom of the deck, I have mirror. Trying not to catch the light. Sheesh, I'm still catching it. But it says mirror. Who or what is triggering you? Think about what triggers you, why it triggers you. Find the source of that. When is the first time somebody made you feel like shit or tried to use how they helped you against you? Really think about that and heal that part. And I swear, it will be a lot clearer when people come to help you again. It's just saying nope, nope, nope to everybody. Anyway, that's the reading. I really hope it helped Gemini. On Gemini lovers, and till next time, bye.